features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Jags are the least scored on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Raiders offense that will need to rise to the occasion.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carry for Derrick Henry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He's going to look deep down the field, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Time running out here on the play clock. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So out come the Raiders. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down. And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up? And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First down carry for Henry. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not much happening there on 1st down. I thought there might have been a hole for a split second. Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast. Now it's 2nd and 7. Carr. And right side, Henry's got it. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield? It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him
without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Washington, his first carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. So they're operating in the red zone. On first down, Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Carr to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. On second down, here's Bortles. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. couple up to the 49.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Shotgun now for Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Penalty. Lynch. Now they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And tough starting field position here. On 1st down, Bortles. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
3-9.
Fournette, a first down carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down following the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Here we go. Blue 45, blue 45. Left, 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 left.
Borrell's going to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On play action, now Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Here we go. Green 90. Ace, ace. Z.
On third and long, it's Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On second down, here's Fournette. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. On third down, that's Grant. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He'll field this at the 5. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They begin with Henry. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Given 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. back to the ground, this time Lynch. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
First down, the run with Lynch. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Fresh set of downs here. Now Carr. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Buying time to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a play fake. Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the 45. So here we go, first and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up second down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight, but I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
The Raiders on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Carr. Letting one fly deep for... And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Lynch. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now Carr. And Cook has it, left side. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Black 58, round. Go, go. Green, left, ace. Green, 90, left, green, 90, green, 90, left. Kill. Left.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And some space here. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to launch this thing way down. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Raiders. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his car on third down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being checked. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dante Fowler in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Bortles on the give to Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Bortles now to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Trey Burton, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been a man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's a give to Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw, it's Bortles. And he slings one that's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a desperation throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Defense showing blitz. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And that will be incomplete as well.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Bortles going to throw here. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green. Black, 50. Left. Ready. Green, 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brad Nordman now. He's been terrific so far. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Jaguars, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.